Hey, welcome to Aero Tech. Today we are going to explain about the spying dragon lady. It's Lockheed U-2. Background. After World War II, the US military desired better strategic aerial reconnaissance to help determine Soviet capabilities and intentions and to prevent being caught off guard as it had been in the attack on Pearl Harbor. The Air Force commissioned the Beacon Hill Report from Project Lincoln at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, which was researched in 1951 to 1952 and delivered in 1952. The committee was led by Carl F. P. Overhage and was overseen by the Air Force's Gordon P. Seville, who included James Gilbert Baker and Edwin H. Land, who would design the specialized optics in the U-2. The best intelligence the American government had on facilities deep inside the Soviet Union were German Luftwaffe photographs taken during the War of Territory west of the Ural Mountains, so overflights to take aerial photographs of the Soviet Union would be necessary. The committee suggested a plane with advanced optics, flying above 70,000 feet. Lockheed Interference. Another USAF officer, John Seaberg, wrote a request for proposal in 1953 for an aircraft that could reach 70,000 feet over a target with a 2,800 kilometers of operational radius. The USAF decided to solicit designs only from smaller aircraft companies that could give the project more attention. Under the codename Bald Eagle, it gave contracts to Bell Aircraft, Martin Aircraft, and Fairchild Engine and Airplane to develop proposals for the new reconnaissance aircraft. Officials at Lockheed Aircraft Corporation heard about the project and decided to submit an unsolicited proposal. To save weight and increase altitude, Lockheed executive John Carter suggested that the design eliminate landing gear and not attempt to meet combat load factors for the airframe. The company asked Clarence Kelly Johnson to come up with such a design. Johnson was Lockheed's best aeronautical engineer, working in a separate division of the company, informally called the Skunk Works. Manufacture. Bissell became head of the project, which used covert funding. Under the Central Intelligence Agency Act of 1949, the CIA's director is the only federal government employee who can spend unvouchered government money. Lockheed received a $22.5 million contract in March 1955 for the first 20 aircraft, with the first $1.26 million mailed to Johnson's home in February 1955 to keep work going during negotiations. The company agreed to deliver the first aircraft by July of that year and the last by November 1956. It did so, and for $3.5 million under budget. Design. The design that gives the U-2 its remarkable performance also makes it a difficult aircraft to fly. The U-2 was designed and manufactured for minimum airframe weight, which results in an aircraft with little margin for error. Most aircraft were single-seat versions, with only 5 two-seat trainer versions known to exist. Early U-2 variants were powered by Pratt & Whitney J57 turbojet engines. The U-2C and TR-1A variants used the more powerful Pratt & Whitney J75 turbojet. The U-2S and TU-2S variants incorporated the more powerful General Electric F-118 turbofan engine. Sensors. Existing cameras had ground resolution down to 23 feet from an altitude of 33,000 feet and were inadequate for the 70,000 feet altitude. Ground resolution of 9.8 feet was required, at a maximum payload weight of 440 pounds. The U-2's camera was specially designed by James G. Baker of Harvard and Richard Scott Perkin of the Perkin-Elmer Company, initially in collaboration and later separately.